if you can kind of take us through your process of wash, dry, fold, and pick up and delivery. So kind of from the time the customer comes in and is bringing you their laundry to the point that they pick it up or you deliver it, I guess.
So for our walk-in fluff and fold, the laundries are open 6 a.m. to midnight every day, and they can drop off anytime between that. That we have standard 24-hour turnaround, and we have same day, which depending on how many orders is, we put that at 3 to 8 hours for same day pickup. So are fully staffed all day, and then we have overlapping of an hour to 2 between each shift, and three shifts a day at the laundries. So they would drop off. It gets tagged. We are currently just on a simple square system. We're converting that here shortly, but we've been on that for a long time. It's simple, cheap, tons of options out there to look into. Definitely research and find a good partner for what you plan to do, but do use some technology. And then so that prints a ticket, which will follow the order. Right now we use a dry erase marker, or like white chalk markers, to write right on the machines the customer's name, so that we can track it through the laundry. And then it gets folded and bagged into plastic, and then it goes in our reusable tote if they're a new customer, or if they bring it back in the tote, and goes onto the shelf for pickup. We do in and out weights to track possible losses or any discrepancies with the customer, and that's about it for the drop off. Pickup and delivery adds a few more steps in there, where we partner with Wash Club Track for our software. So the drivers have iPhones to do their routing. We do commercial 7 days a week in the morning with 2 drivers, and then residential 7 days a week with 2 drivers in the PM. So we pick up between 5 to 10 p.m. depending on the zone. We have 4 zones in Los Angeles. We're pretty spread out, so we have to service a large area. And then the app with the iPhone, they'll take a picture at pickup of the bags, or if they're unable to pick up, they're taking a picture of the door to prove that we were there, what we're picking up. We tag every bag, especially if they're a new customer, because it will come in trash bags. So we buy wristbands like you see at a club, red for dirty and picking it up, and tag every bag with the name and how many bags. And then it comes back to the laundry facility and gets sorted, updated into the computer, and then bagged similarly to our walk-in into plastic, and then into our tote bags, which will get a name tag that we print out and put on every bag, and then gets updated in the system how many bags. So when the driver goes back out, he sees how many bags he's supposed to have, and once again takes a picture at delivery.
Great. It sounds like a well-oiled system. So before I move on to Colleen, just a couple follow-ups. We did get a question from someone wanting to know, you had mentioned that you do around 8,000 pounds. They're wanting to know, is that per month or per year?
Per month. In our walk-in facilities, we're actually closer to the 5,000 to 7,000 a month. And then in our pickup and delivery with commercial, we're over 80,000.
Wow. And then one additional question. At the beginning, you said your standard is 24 hours, but if there's time, you'll do same day. Is there a premium charge for same day?
Yes, yes. So it's right now it's 30 cents more in one store per pound. And our other store, the pricing is still lower on our 24-hour. That's getting ready to change. So right now, premium would be 45 cents more because it's $2.25 for same day in our stores. Our pickup and delivery is 24-hour only, and that's $2.49 a pound.
Great, thank you. I know there are some more questions and we will get to those, but I want to now move to Colleen so we can hear your process, which I imagine is similar in some ways, but probably also different.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, Breo's located in a pretty small town, you know, a couple 100,000 people, and we're not surrounded by a metropolis. So we're surrounded by agriculture and mountains and oceans. So we're pretty trapped. And so I'm going to say that. So we're doing about 4,000 pounds a month. And that's kind of my happy point. And I got to tell you, it's counterintuitive, but I script my attendants when they see certain customers come in, maybe with a down comforter and they want to drop it off, or they have smaller things. We actually try to flip them and turn them into a self-serve customer. So I know this whole topic is about wash, dry, fold, but the margin is better for me on those machines. And lots of times they've come in because they really don't know what to do. They're thinking dry cleaning, but they know it shouldn't be dry cleaned. It's just laundry. And so we have all the soaps, all the cycles, and we try to turn them into a self-serve customer. So we kind of have these benchmarks per day of what we are looking for wash, dry, fold. That's a happy number. And about 4,000, you know, 120 pounds a day, 200 pounds max per day is what we're after, so that my attendants can actually take care of all the customers in the store. They do a lot of selling. We sell a lot of products. So they're busy doing that, and I'd rather have them do that. So I'll say that. Here's how it goes. A customer comes in, we weigh it just like everybody else, and they prepay for that weight, the soiled weight. It's a prepay. They get a ticket, tells them what the price was, how many pounds, and when to come back. So they leave. We call it drop and dash. You know, drop it off and dash out the door. Most of them put a card on file, and when we do that, we pretty much know we've snagged a repeat customer when they put their card on file. And then once it's started to be processed, right, we have a cell number for this person. If we find a piece of dry cleaning, we'll just snap a photo, quick text them, hey, would you like this dry cleaned? We'll outsource this for you. If we see stains or, you know, things that look really odd, we'll take photos and attach it to that digital file, because we don't want any problems later, or we want to know how we can best help them, right? Software is by role. So it comes in, it gets binned, and there's a number attached to it. So we may split it up into loads right then and there coming out of the basket on the scale, right? And print enough tickets, not receipts, but tickets that match the customer information. Maybe they want scent free, so it goes in each of these little laundry bags. And now we're in the soiled side of our area, so it goes in the major laundry truck in queue for laundering. The person who launders it might be the next person on the next shift, right? So they go in, they look at the bin, and they say, okay, I've got this much laundry to do. I'm going to pull this one out of the bin and start it. And then they are tracked using our software. They actually were the person who washed it. Their shift might come to an end, and they've washed, dried, and this process is all tracked through the software. And then they may not be the one who actually wraps it up and bundles it and puts it on the shelf. That person also has to enter their little information in the system. So, excuse me. So once it's bundled and packaged and it's staged behind our counter for pickup, a customer comes in, and most of the time they don't have their ticket. That's long gone. They're used to these, you know, what's your phone number? Look it up by phone number. Oh, let me get your thing. And then it's clicked as picked up. We wrap. We don't have bags or anything. We wrap in paper with ribbon and note cards and everything. So My attendant actually comes around the counter and hands them their package, or if it's older folks, we'll cart it out for them. That's kind of the process.
Thank you. There was one question before I move on. Oh, you had mentioned that your attendants, you encourage them to be selling products, and someone's asking what are they selling? So what type of products do you sell?
Well, like you can see behind me, we sell probably 20 to 25 different brands of mostly exclusive laundry soaps or specialty soaps. Everything from silk to swimwear to wool, rugs, anything. So people come in and they may just come in and buy soap because they want it for their home. We have soaps for hard water, soft water, dog beds. We got it all.
Wow.
So they're selling products. Yeah.